I guess so. Now think about being in there for a 12-hour day when it's 100 degrees plus.
And have AC.
And this, oh good. And you're doing the same thing hour after hour after hour.
AC, you know, but you're right, 10, 15 years ago,
oh yeah.
That's why a lot of people actually didn't want a cab, because it's horrible. But then when it gets cold, it's not nice either.
Yeah. We had a landfill job. We were putting a cap on a landfill in northern Kent County, and we had a borrow pit. It was a farmer's field. We scraped off the top 4 feet of topsoil to get it to sand underneath. And this took about 3 months. We had 3 off-road dumps, the Cat D250s and 350s, the single axle and the dual axle, and then one guy in a big excavator, big Kobelco or big, might have been a Komatsu, with a 3.5-yard bucket.
That would be a big
just,
one.
That's all they did. They were doing 14 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Just loading and moving.
And then one guy in the dozer up on the top of the hill. And then when I was driving the trucks, we had to back the trucks up enough because we couldn't get on the fabric, because they had this geotextile fabric everywhere. And the only guy that could, go across with a trail was the guy in the dozer. The trucks or anything couldn't go up those fast. Yeah, exactly.
Too much of a down pressure.
Oh, it's just too much, yeah. I mean, I don't know how many, hundreds of thousands of pounds in dirt, tons they moved. It was just non-stop. And the poor guy in the excavator, that's all he did. Just all day long, all day long, all day long.
Well, I think that's still not as bad as if you're working on the roller. Imagine if you're rolling asphalt.
Oh, yeah.
You're moving like a turtle, and you're just going bad.
Yep. And it's hot. It's
all
always
long,
hot.
And it's always hot, no matter what.
Yep. Radiating
asphalt
heat.
is hot.
Yep.
And it's black, so that is probably worse.
Yeah, it is probably. And some of those a lot of those units aren't enclosed.
They are actually usually not enclosed for asphalt walling. You just need the visual.
To be able to get a good look at everything, yeah.
And you're sitting sideways, so it's just.
Hopefully it's good scale for daily wage.
I suppose it is. At the same time, it's a big difference between a guy who knows what it is, to roll, right, the asphalt. It's not that simple. It looks like they're just going back and forth, but it has a pattern. It has specific ways of doing stuff.
Yeah, it's not always what it seems. What do you think?
It's a good toy, huh?
A little much for your landscaping business. Unless you do a lot of landscaping.
Yeah, you would have to do a lot of rocks and have a thumb on it, and then that would make sense. So yeah, you got to save some change, and then you can come over and I'll sell it to you.
You don't scratch up the asphalt.
So now I will give you a goal. You straighten it up, or you turn around, and I want you to back up to where it was, okay? You can do it either way. Ideally, maybe you turn around so you see where you're going. You go in reverse. There you go. sink it down so it's open. Well, it has a, this one has a hole in it, so that doesn't really matter, but just like that is perfect. Cool.
Yep, bring up the red. Always
Back.
put up the red handle.
You can leave the feeder here. You will get a hold of it fast.
I've operated things like it, but not
Good.
really.
It's on video.